This is a magic brownie. And I just got off the phone with Gordon Ramsay, and guess what? We both agree that these are the worst things to have ever been invented in the culinary universe. And yeah, I've eaten at a place in Vietnam that had fried cockroach on their menu. Now there's a hell of a lot of animated stories out there about magic brownies, and either a large chunk of those are completely made up, or we YouTube animators share some common gene that makes us all idiots. And I don't want to raise expectation or anything, but I'm fairly confident that my experience was the worst to have ever been documented in human history. But first, we got to go all the way back to 2019, my first time trying magic. Now I was visiting my boy, and he's hippie as and a gardener. So it was just a matter of time before a particular magic plant shot up through the earth and into his hands. Yo, man, you have to try this. It's the best. I don't know. Come on, man. Trust me, you won't regret it. So I rolled up a fat magic straw and went off to the forest, knocked the whole thing back like I thought I was Wiz Khalifa, and felt absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. Zip. Nada. The only impact it actually had was on the tray of brownies I just made. Otherwise, I felt exactly the same. Now I got a weirdly high tolerance to all kind of normal substances. Like, I've never felt that coffee energy boost that everyone's always talking about, which kind of sucks because it sounds nice as hell. So I just chalked it down on my high tolerance and went about the next year with no desire to try magic again. But 1 year later, I'm at my hippie homie's house again, and he's grown another magic plant. I'm telling you, this guy's addicted to growing random shit. But my boy's got a wife and 3 kids. He can't just go full Harry Potter and throw a magic Hogwarts party whenever he wants. So he starts trying to push it on me. Here, man, take it all. A gift from me to you. Bro, you know I don't do magic. You're pushing away my love. I understand. You're scared. Let your chakras open. Now, I wasn't about to tell him my chakras were ready to slap him across the face, so I just took it all, thinking I could give it away to other people. And a month later, along came the perfect opportunity. My big brother came to visit. Me and Mama headed off to the supermarket. I left the magic with him so we could have a nice, relaxing time at home. Elite level little bro behavior. As I strutted through the door when we got back, I was expecting him to be mad grateful, but instead, 2 hands grabbed me by my shoulders and a pair of red eyes stared right at me as he says,
"Where the hell did you get that from? Where?"
My friend? Why?
"It's the strongest magic I've ever had. 4 times stronger than my normal stuff. Never, ever try it."
Okay.
Never. You hear me, my boy?
Now, either I'm missing more brain cells than Joe Biden, or I've just been so distracted by my bro's warning that the message flew straight out of my brain, because just 1 month later, I look down at the jar and think, I better use some of that up. I don't want to waste it. So I rolled up a fat magic straw, and keep in mind, my bro, a regular at this stuff, had had a quarter of that. Then I headed off for a walk. Sat down, looked out over the mountains, and knocked the whole thing back. Then it hit me. I'm high. Whoa. This was a novel experience for me, a first time, and it sucked. Not that bad, but I felt heavy and I couldn't concentrate, I wasn't in control, everything looked kind of far away. So I headed back home, and it was fine till a little later when I headed to the shops. Weirdly enough, I was starving hungry. Shocker. Now something about the mix of having to wear my ass mask, people everywhere, the heat, the magic in my system was just all too much, and I had a little mini panic attack. Really mini, but still absolute So my day ended with a second, very intense warning about this batch of magic. Did I remember? No, of course not, because just 1 month later, I had a genius idea. Now, as I said before, magic just ain't my thing, but I was kind of curious what my dad would be like with a bit of magic in his system. Maybe he'd clear out his bad attitude or something, oh no. So in 2020, I grew my own plant. Legally, don't go Takashi on me, with the intention of trying to bully my pops into trying some. But before I could properly dry it, I had to rush up to Sweden. I wanted to check out the only restriction-free country out there, and it was my last opportunity. So I wrap my harvest up and leave it in storage. Sweden's one of the strictest European countries when it comes to magic, and I've seen that Boondocks episode. Jail is not for me.
I like you, and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours. What you want?
I ended up getting back 3 months later, and I rushed to the storage unit, naively hoping it'd still be fine, but of course, it wasn't. And 6 months of love and care got tossed out of the window in the forest. Woohoo. But now I had another perfect opportunity to help my pops loosen up. Pops, let's do it! Magic time! Nope. Come on, I'll do it with you. Nope. You trust me, right? Yeah. So let's do it. So apparently I'd have to come up with a sneakier plan. Enter magic brownies. My plan was simple. Whip up a batch, slice off a piece, give it to my pops, he'd think it was a normal brownie, and boom, success. So I was about to put my plan into action when my mama suddenly rings me. You can't do that, that's completely immoral, how could you? I guess it kinda is actually. Kinda? You were gonna force feed magic to your own father. Alright, jeez, when you put it like that. What you have to do is make the brownies, leave them on the table, and he's such a greedy little piggy who'll just snuffle them up, and then you're innocent. That's just bad karma. Wow. So at least now I know where my extremely dark mind comes from. The mystery's been solved. And whilst the plan was still completely immoral, it was still my only chance, and she was right. If he comes along and scoffs down my entire freshly baked batch of brownies without asking me, that is karma as far as I was concerned. So I got to work. Google, how do I make magic brownies? Butter, magic, simmer, cool, taste. Now I don't just love butter, I adore butter. So now there was magic butter, I simply had to try it. So I grabbed a big ass spoon and shoveled it back. Flour, eggs, sweet potato. We healthy here? Chocolate, dates, and magic butter. Now I'm a bad dude. I way prefer this stuff raw than cooked, so I shoveled 6 or 7 spoons in my fat face and then poured the rest into a tin and in the oven it went. Out it came. Nice slice. Ugh, damn tolerance. I don't feel anything. Maybe I messed it up. Well, lucky they taste good. So I stuffed myself with magic brownies because why not? They weren't affecting me and I was hungry as hell. That's what I call consequence-free pleasure. The absolute best kind. Then I muck around for an hour or two, bit of this, bit of that. Suddenly my legs collapse. I slam down on the sofa, I peer up at the ceiling confused and I see it spinning like I'm in a tornado. I felt heavier than lead. If there had been a fire at that point, I'd have ended up crispier than KFC. I'm so high. So high. Are you joking? I can't talk now. I've got a meeting. You're definitely not joking, right? Do I sound like I'm f***ing joking? The world spun faster and faster and faster. It was worse than I'd ever felt by far and away. Sleep was impossible and finally, I turned my only hope. God?